Well, good Wednesday afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Welcome to the Battle Royale, where things are going to be a little bit better for me than they would have been had the Cowboys not made some moves yesterday. But before we get into the battle, check out my boys at Sleeper.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using the code JOBO. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Make sure you call your shot on Sleeper and get that $20 bonus as well as up to $100 on your first deposit matching. Do that today. All right, so it is time to get ready to rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. I see D-Money. I see him. D.S. Costa, Trent Smith, SBFN, Mark essentially helping Jerry Jones hype the fans, selling Jerry Jones. Yeah, you know, I shovel the shit for Jerry. I get no thank you from him. There's Holly Pierce. What's up, Holly? There's Logan Motorsports. There's, Logan Motorsports. There's D-Money in the house. And you know what? Here's the thing that's kind of funny there. SBFN1SJ. If you don't like the hype, then you shouldn't be watching anything on YouTube because everybody's going to be talking about this. I mean, you know, I love it how people
54 plays.
I love it how people come in and complain about what you do. All you have to do
one
is
of the most
watch.
Anticipated
Philly. Oh, here we go.
Battle Royales and recent memory. And I'm going to say this to you too. By the way, I checked out Mark Holmes.
Hold on.
The other night. I don't think he thought it was me, but I checked him out. So I was going back. Should have took the fucking 3, guy. Should have took the 3. So here's Mark.
Here we go.
Running out of time.
Running out of time for sure.
I thought he was going to start doing whiskey. He was doing this. Look. Oh, Jerry.
It was painful.
Do anything.
It was painful,
I'm
Phil.
going to tell you, man. So this guy's emotions, the last 2 days, now 3 days, I'm going to tell you how I feel about, before we bring these guys on, I'm going to tell you how I feel about his Cowboys at 3-5-1. I was going to really do this, dude. 3-5-1.
You're dead
You
in
have
the
no
water.
fucking shot with that fucking current team you have. However, they go and get Williams. Why are they getting Williams? To stop the Eagle run game.
Mm-hmm.
That kid is as good as Jalen Carter. And he is a good football player. Oh, shit. Oh. Carter's going to be a great player one day.
Ooh.
Williams is now.
Ooh.
Cowboys got better. Now, I don't know about the backup linebacker from the Bengals, but I mean,
it's
you
better
go and
than
get
what
the
we
backup linebacker from the Bengals. Now, maybe the guy in front. I don't know if the Cowboys can win the division, and I don't believe they can. However, I do think with this move, they might be able to make the playoffs. Okay? Man, my problem, once again, with Eagle fans is that, and I know Philly.500 is going to talk shit on Dak because that's going to be expected. I don't really think Dak's played all that shitty, man. I think it's a precursor to that shitty defense that he has.
Ooh.
And remember something. Dak has to throw the ball 50 times. Well, if you throw the ball 50 times, you put yourself in opportunity
to have.
Remember something. Dak throws the ball twice as much or 3 times as much in a football game as Jalen Hurts does. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't really have anything else. And it's not excuses. It's the fact. The Cowboys are not as good a team constructed wise as, again, Howie Roseman is the one factor here. Now let's look at the fact here. Howie Roseman made mistakes in this offseason. He corrected them by going and making 9 trades since the start of the season. Think about that. 9 trades. He's made 9. He's made more moves now during the season than he did in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
What does that tell you?
Panic.
Okay.
Panicking. He's panicking. That's what it tells me.
Jerry's not going to pivot. Now, the one thing that it is going to be a perplexing thing when we get all the guys on here in a minute, is going to be this. Dude, if you had Michael Parsons and you had Quinion Williams. Now, let's not forget something. The Cowboys will still have 2 1s and 26.
Yeah.
They're still going to have 2 1s. They're going to need an edge rusher, and you get them on a rookie deal. Instead of paying 40 and
47,
you're going to get them on a rookie deal. Okay? And what has to be one of the most anticipated, by the way, the legendary John Morgan will join us at 5:30. Billionaire John Morgan. Folks, without further ado, I saw a man, and I'm going to call him the human seesaw. He used this on Monday night.
Oh, shit, the human seesaw.
Then, I think on Tuesday, there was a ray of hope with the move from the Jets. I wonder how he's feeling. And then there's the man who, by the way, we just had Wayne Larrivee on, the golden voice of the Green Bay Packers. And he was saying that, without a doubt here, there he is, Mark Holmes and Philly.500. Let's bring him up here. One of the most anticipated battle royales. And we just had Wayne Larrivee on, and Wayne Larrivee said that Jair Alexander's best years are behind him. But Philly.500 has him tabbed as the next All-Pro going into this second half. Without a doubt, here the fellas are. They are Mark Holmes, and they are Philly.500. Philly, how you feeling, bro?
I'm here. I'm here for the funeral. I'm dressed black. I'm ready to go. Let's start out on November 3rd, 2025. The Dallas Cowboys season died, and I'm all here for a moment of silence.
Okay.
All right,
Mark, how you feeling about what he just said there, brother?
But before we get into this, though, Sills, I was listening to you talking about you playing football for all those years and how you literally can't sleep at night. And I want to say to a lot of these people out there that are Joe the fans that are out there always saying, this guy sucks, man. He can't do shit. I'm going to say anybody who can make it onto even a practice squad in the NFL is an elite person in the world. We're talking about, an infinitesimal percent of people on the planet. Hey, Philly, screw you. And the shit that you guys do and sacrificed for our entertainment can't be thanked enough. And there's not enough money out there for what you guys do.
I'll tell you what, man. That's what
let's get a room right now. Let's get a room right now.
Okay,
I
Mark,
see the ass kissing.
Wait.
Ass kissing when he's trying to butter you up.
Okay.
Trying to butter you up.
Nope.
No, thank you, Mark.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait.
We know.
All right.
We know.
So let's start first here with Mark Holmes. Mark, you went on a swing of emotion.
Roller coaster,
The Monday
dog.
night game, I was in there watching you too, by the way. And that is me when I go in there, Dan Big Sill show. So when it is me, I watched him, Philly. Then you had a pretty good trade. I like the guy you got. I think you improved your football team. That guy is a hell of a football player. I mean, get rid of Mozzie Smith. How you feeling now post trade deadline? You're 3-5-1. I do think you got better.
Here's the thing. Okay, I'll be honest with you. The Cowboys are always a day late and a dollar short. Okay, let's be clear. You think the Cowboys have a chance to make the playoffs? I look at it and say I don't think they do. Okay, it's just 3-5, losing to Carolina, losing to the Bears. It's just too many teams that you would have to have collapse in front of you to do it. If they make it, I'd be happy as shit. I'd be surprised. But what I actually look at this as is that this is a building for next year. Right now, you're getting yourself a defensive line, and they're talking about going to a 50 defense, where we're going to use Osendigizua, Frank Clark, and my man there. So if you put that there, and believe it or not, Donovan EZ, he's actually coming along and really getting better. He's actually rating up to 79.6. You're beginning to at least get the resemblance of a defense, okay? Let's be clear. That game was an abomination. Literally seeing 3rd and long over and over again and just seeing him just every time get it. It hurt my soul, bro. I couldn't even think of what to say. And I think that maybe that hurt Jerry. Jerry's come out and he's done talked his shit, and saying that he's being trait and everything else, and he's the one to blame on this, and now he's got a sense of urgency. Okay, and then we pull the trigger on these two. We'll see what happens going forward, but this is better for the team for next year, without a doubt.
Philly, how are you feeling after hearing that and after the trading deadline? How are you feeling about
I feel great. Yeah, I feel great after the trade deadline. Saw how he did what he had to do. He swung for the fences with Myles Garrett. I totally believe that, and I liked that he did. I thought it was the right way to go. But it takes two to tango. He couldn't get it done, and I thought Jalen Phillips is a great guy to come back in. You got to remember, we're coming out of the bye week with potentially 3 new defensive edge rushers on this roster. I think that's really, really good. Now, as far as the Cowboys trade goes, I think it helps them next year. Of course, he's going to help them next year.
You're so full of shit,
this
dude.
year, I'm not done. But this year, it's stupid.
No, actually, it's not.
Because you're done. It can't help you this year. You're 3-5-1. Done.
Wait a minute.
Okay, what are you going to go from 40 points a game to 38 points a game now?
Well, if they go, but
how long is it going to take them to adjust? How
I think points against should help.
Hold on. You know what?
How many? By 10?
I tell you what. Okay.
15?
Again. Maybe we win 8-9 games on the season. I agree. It's a tall task. But hold on, dog. Hold on.
You're not making the playoffs.
Did you hear me saying playoffs? I believe I literally just said the chances of making it are slim and none, and I take the none.
I saw Mark hanging off a bridge.
But
and then
hold on though.
Just came through. Let me get back up.
You really get on my damn nerves, man. You Eagle mother humpers out here. No. You know what's so funny is you shouldn't even care about the Dallas Cowboys because you guys got everything. You got a GM who's out there trying to get Myles Garrett and everybody else. You guys just won the Super Bowl. Here it is. Your team just made some trades, and what's in the title? It's talking about the Dallas Cowboys. See, we should be talking about you guys because we're aspiring to beat you. You guys can't get us off your mind.
Do you know that I put that title there specifically because it's going to piss you off? And it does.
It didn't piss me off at all.
That's why. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? Look at you.
It didn't piss me off at all.
I did it on purpose because I knew it would trigger you, Mark.
Oh, please, man. Please.
How about this, Philly?
I know it's going to work.
So, Philly, do you believe that this is the story of the Philadelphia Eagles so far? How he realized that the offseason, they couldn't pay everybody, correct? They couldn't pay everybody. Mm-hmm. The people they brought in were not good enough.
No, the people
he pivoted. Here's the story. He pivoted. He's made 9 deals since the start of the year. Okay? So he pivoted, and he's hoping that these new moves will cover for some of the things that they did not hit on or the under-evaluating of some of the players like Lingo.
That's where the mistake was. And I would have made the same mistake, and I think 90% of the GMs would have made the same mistake that Howie made there, assuming that those guys who looked great in the playoffs, by the way, would not play to their ability. Some of them have not at this point. But there's a famous saying. What is it? An error doesn't become a mistake unless you refuse to correct it. Howie corrects it. And that's a
big philosopher now. Ooh.
So wait. So these moves here we go. These moves here are going to fix it.
I think there's a really good chance that they will.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And listen, I like Jalen Phillips. He's a Hurricane. I know the kid well. I love the kid, as a matter of fact. Hey, Mark, do you think it's too late? Did Jerry move too late? Was it 2 weeks too late? A week too late? Maybe the start of the season too late.
It was the start of the season too late. Okay. The biggest problem with the Cow, this is what I hope. Okay. Like I said, I look at it and say it's too late. And I'm not putting any expectations out there to be hurt anymore. I've been through this roller coaster. If we win, great. Hey, if we don't, I'm going to say I look towards next year. But the thing the Cowboys have done too many damn times is just thinking we can sign anybody, a bottom tier guy. We can throw them all together and we're going to make a great soup. Well, when you keep having these guys on 1 year deals, they're not learning your system. And in the same way you keep changing defensive coordinators, you're changing players. What I'm hoping is that this will start to begin to get some stability with players because the guys you bring in, they are actually sewn up for next year. We don't have the big contract battles with anybody next year other than maybe George Pickens. But George Pickens, one way or the other, is either going to be a free agent or he's going to be franchise tag, and we won't have that distraction in training camp. And you still have 2 first-round picks to start out next year. It sucks that we don't have Micah, but they're doing something with what they had.
Philly, I want you to answer Mark.
We should start working on some of the Cowboys mock drafts, I think.
You see I'm wearing a draft shirt there, bro. Okay.
Season's over.
Mark,
it's over.
Philly, let me ask you this. Jerry says he's the right guy still for the GM job, Philly.
He is.
He said it today. He says he's still the right guy. If you're the Eagle fans, you surely think he is, don't you?
I love Jerry Jones. There's been nothing better ever come out of Dallas than Jerry Jones. Jerry is the guy. I mean, look, Mark hates him 1 second, and then he loves him.
I didn't say, Jerry. Hell no.
No, you said that for Dan.
No,
right? You said that for Big Phil.
Hey, 9-14. He's been since 1984 in the postseason. 9-14.
I'll tell you a better statistic.
Tell me one.
A better one. A certain quarterback is 1 of 18 when going down by 10 points or more.
You know what? Here's you know what? Hold on.
Here we go.
Hold on for a second here. Because I hear everybody say, Dak. Hold it. Let me Philly. Respect your elders at least, okay? At least by all means, you can bitch slap me, but at least let me get a word in edgewise to try and make a defense, okay? The thing I always find funny is everybody immediately when the Cowboys lose, they say, well, Dak Prescott got outdueled. Let me ask you, what do you think Dak Prescott would do if he was playing against our defense? Because it's not the same playing field. We've seen literally everybody look like the greatest quarterback of all time when they play against that shit sandwich of a defense.
Even Jacoby Brissett looks
right. That's what I'm saying. Jacoby Brissett looked like Joe Montana out there.
There's no guarantees that he's going to go out there and do what Jacoby Brissett did.
Oh my!
There's no guarantee.
You mean what?
Everybody. We talk about
everybody's done against that defense.
Are you saying Jacoby Brissett is as good a quarterback as Dak?
No, what I'm saying is just because Jacoby Brissett went out and had a good game doesn't mean Dak is. Aren't you the guy that sit there and say that you put consecutive things together?
Bro, name me a quarterback who hasn't had a great game against him.
Games from Dak. You're both of your MVPs. Here we go. 2 crappy games.
And your guys never ever has any crappy games?
He didn't score
you refuse. But one thing you refuse, Philly. One thing you Philly.
And you, Sills,
one thing
Jalen Hurts if he did that.
One thing you refuse to believe, though. One thing is you refuse is that you think that Dak is going to carry a football team with a shitty roster, or you think any quarterback is going to carry a shitty roster.
No.
Joe Burrow can't even carry a shitty roster.
Wait a second. Joe Burrow has had no offensive line for years. He had a crappy team for years.
Hold up. Wait a second. Hold on.
You let me speak now.
Okay.
Let me tell you this. Okay. Dak Prescott never does it. I'm not saying he has to do it all the time. He never does it. He never keeps his team in there when he has to. He never puts them on the back and keeps them in the game, even against Arizona, even against Carolina, even against all these teams, including the playoffs. And this isn't 1 year, 2 years when he didn't have a great roster. It was the whole totality of his career.
But wait,
hold on. Wait. I got to, Sills, I got to say something here for a second. Because now you actually have to look a little bit differently at Joe Burrow, because Joe Burrow was always getting jacked up. Explain to me how a 40-year-old Joe Flacco is reinventing the quarterback position and not getting hit, where Joe Burrow, a young guy, was. Are we saying that Joe Flacco is better than Joe Burrow? Because Lord knows he had 4 TDs, 470 yards last week.
He had a great game.
But he's every game, he just got the down. Every single week, he's having great games and not getting touched.
That's like
maybe some of it is actually Joe Burrow holds on to the football team.
Joe Flacco was a decent quarterback, Mark.
Joe Flacco is hey, dude. He's got a Super Bowl MVP.
I know.
He's got a Super Bowl.
I have a lot of respect for Joe Flacco.
He's going to throw for more yards than Dak is thrown for.
Yeah. I respect
Joe Flacco. You're downplaying Joe Flacco. He's a good football player.
I ain't downplaying him. He is.
No, I'm not. No. Actually, I'm downplaying. Actually, I don't know why I do this.
The only guy
I don't know why I do this shit, man.
That Monday night
I'm sitting here on Eagles Nation here, where I know I'm not going to get a fair shake. I can't even get a word in edgewise with this jackass.
I'm not shitting on you, dude.
Hey, don't worry.
How do you think I'm shitting on you here? I'm not doing that.
No, not you. Not you.
Don't worry, Mark. Dak's going to be okay the rest of the season. Okay, they fixed his problems. They got him these new glasses, and these glasses will show the right colored jersey so he doesn't throw an interception. All right, and it's got a time clock on the thing so he doesn't run out of time. Here we go. Dak stinks.
My Mark, this guy's coming with props now.
I'm ready to go. It's a funeral today. It's a funeral.
Mark, best team in the NFC is who?
Say it. You know it.
It ain't the Eagles.
I think it's the Rams.
I think it's the Rams too. But you know what? The Eagles seem to get lucky because the Lions, I believe they lost 3 offensive linemen. Kind of beat down here as you're about to face them. And you got Green Bay, who has Jordan Love. So, it's sometimes you get lucky. And the Eagles, they've gotten lucky in some of these games. It's not like they're a juggernaut that's just mollywopping people. The Rams, they've been really, really good. But, what do I know? I'm a guy that supports the Cowboys.
What do you think Philly's best team?
Of course you're going to say the Eagles.
What? Why wouldn't I? They've beaten
he'll say this. They beat the Rams.
Number one.
So wait a minute.
They beat the Rams. You see?
Okay. Well, that means that Denver's better than you then in your eyes, right?
No, I don't think Denver is. They did beat us, but they beat us. It was let's face it. The Eagles let that game get away.
I don't believe Denver's better than you. Okay.
I don't either. But I don't believe the Rams are better.
That philosophy saying that, we beat them. That doesn't work because then Denver's better than you.
It's not just that they beat the Rams. They beat the Bucks. They beat the Rams. They beat the Chiefs.
I would agree.
And if you look at the NFC Conference, Sills, who's the number 1 seed right now?
Okay.
So to me, how is it ridiculous for me to say they're the number 1 seed then? They're the best team. I honestly
I'm not sure you're better than Seattle after what I saw on Sunday night.
They're the defending champs. Well, okay, let's talk about Monday night, though. Let's talk. How does your boy not throw a touchdown or a point in the first half?
You know what? But it's not about but again, it's not about the Cowboys. Nobody put us up there as the number one team in football that was going to do anything.
Good Monday night? Was that good Monday night?
Nobody was good Monday night.
Okay.
Nobody was. Yeah, his tackles were about as bad as they could be, playing Olay ball. That Calais Campbell literally took Big Nate and threw him sideways after they pulled Terrence Steele.
I think that's a great question that Philly just put up there. What's happened the last 2 weeks, Mark?
Last 2 weeks have just been an abomination. I mean, you played Denver in Mile High. Bad game for everybody. This game Monday night, I don't know what it is about the Cardinals, but I think the Cardinals have played 11 primetime games, 4 against the Cowboys, and they've won every one of them. It doesn't make any sense, but we just stunk. That's the bottom line. We just sucked. I can't justify it. I can't find an excuse for it. Now, if he was out there on the defensive side and he was the ones that were giving up 3rd and 13 and everything else over and over again, I'd say, yeah, he was the only one who stunk. But everybody stunk.
I came on here after Dallas game, after the Kansas City game, after the Rams game,
and I haven't showed up.
Game, and all I heard was, what's wrong with Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts can't get a touchdown. He can't get the offense going. He can't do this. He can't do that.
Yeah,
now we throw it right back at Dak, and it's like, oh, please, it's everybody else.
And so wait a minute, hold on. Did you what did you do about Jalen Hurts?
Well, Dak
what was your response?
What was my response? It's got to be better.
Because quite frankly, we have one guy. Everything is all on one guy.
Say when Jalen Hurts stunk. And
I believe I did say everybody stunk on the team, including Dak Prescott.
No, you didn't say that. You said everybody.
Okay.
You refused.
You know what? I feel like I'm talking to my wife here. Okay?
Well, you better listen.
Where you say, honey, what's wrong? You know what's wrong. What do you mean what's wrong? What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, your wife is a very smart woman.
How about this, Billy? How about the lawyer answer that Howie gave at the presser yesterday when asked about AJ, and he wouldn't answer the question about whether or not that it was tradable and he was tradable. To me, it came off to me and most everyone else. And by the way, I've never seen more reporting on somebody who wasn't traded in my entire life with Adam Schefter and all these guys. I mean, he never, because remember this too, your owner was on with Diane Rossini on a podcast, and she was talking about, hey, we're going to do what's always in the best interest of the organization. And if that meant trading, I mean, for me, it came off like this, that we didn't get a deal we liked. It's better having him on the football team right now than it is not having him on the football team. Because wouldn't you agree, Philly? Draft picks don't help the Eagles right now. No. A player helps the Eagles right now. Do you think that guy's on the team to start the 2026 season?
Is he on the 2026 season? I think it's 50-50 because I don't know where his heart is. I don't know what's really going on behind there. It's impossible for me to really know. But I will say this. I think it's the responsibility of the GM to take and field calls on any player. Okay? If they called about Q and said, we want to know if he's available, I think it's the responsibility of a GM to listen to any offer for any player. I mean, why wouldn't you? You know? So he didn't get what they were asking for A.J. Brown. That doesn't mean they were actively shopping him. It means he was listening to offers. If somebody blows us away with some ridiculous trade, then, yeah, maybe he would think about it. That to me is what a GM is supposed to do, no?
Yeah, no. Hey, Mark, I want you to do me a favor here. Give me a grade on Dak Prescott's first half.
First half, out of 9 games, he's had about 6 good ones, 3 bad ones, so a B.
A B, okay? Philly, for you. How? No, I'll ask you both reverse. I got to get both sides of this.
Okay.
As he's in his like funeral attire over here.
Season's over.
Hey, Philly, okay, you tell me. Jalen Hurts' first half, grade-wise, has been what?
A.
Okay.
And here's why. I'll give you a reason. Because they're not going 4-0 to start the season if he doesn't play the way he did. And the fact that he doesn't turn over the ball is like really, really important. So And then you look at the last two games. You can say, okay, it's Giants, but he went out and he played well. So I think Hurts is actually. I think he's actually throwing. He's having his best passing season, I believe, so far. I think he's got 15, 16 touchdown passes, on pace for around 30. No, I think about an A, because I don't think.
Here, if that rushing total comes up, those passing numbers will come back down like they did a year ago,
and that's fine.
That's right. That means they're winning.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah,
that's right. That means they're winning.
Look how many quarterbacks go to the playoffs and they can throw 40 times a game in the regular season. All right.
That's what happens to Lamar. You know, he gets into postseason, they throw the ball down. Now, I'll ask you, give me a grade for Dak in the first half, and I'll ask Mark about Hurts. You tell me.
Me?
Yeah.
I give Dak a C. A C.
A C.
A C.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mark.
Because I think he's played good a few games, but I think that there's other games where he stunk and they should have won. And every team that is a playoff contender, they lose. And he never helps them. Not to mention he should have about 20 interceptions. I've never seen so many people have balls go through their hand. I think there needs to be an NFL investigation. With all the betting scandals going on, did you see the interception that they dropped the other night? It's every week, and I'm not lying. Guy should have 20 interceptions.
Okay, Mark.
Okay.
The first half of the season for Jalen Hurts in your eyes.
Here's what I'm going to say is Jalen Hurts is definitely a B, maybe even a B+, because he does exactly what they need him to do, and that's being a manager of the game. They still have a good offensive line, although it's been taking some nicks. He's actually been asked to actually carry more of the load this year because Saquon is not running as well as he is. But you've got a great team, and you're only asking him to do so much. It's not every single week that whether they win or lose, if he can throw 3 or 4 touchdown passes. It doesn't have to get into being a shootout where you can play conservative football. And there's a big difference of having to say, we got to score every single time. And when you have to score and have to have that mentality, you're going to have to take a lot more chances because you've got no other hope of your defense stopping anybody. You can play the game differently.
Like quarterbacks all don't have the approach that we got to score every time on the field. Okay, for a game manager, the guy has 2 less touchdowns than your guy that's supposed to be this prolific passer. Please with the bullshit.
All right. Mark, start with you, then we'll go to Philly here. Rate your trade that you had with the Jets.
See, here's the thing with the trade with the Jets, okay? I actually look at this because second-round picks suck. You can look at the last 15 years, and you can say you got 3 players out of it. Where it's really just hit or miss. But I don't know that you can look at this trade and say just this, because this trade started with Micah Parsons. Because trading him, basically you say, okay, you could have had Micah Parsons, in a $47 million contract. In essence, we ended up getting Clark. We ended up getting my man right there, defensive tackle. We got rid of Mozzie, thank God. And we still exchanged a second round for a first round pick. So I look at this and I actually have to say B+ and an A. And these guys that you brought in, they're sewn up for a couple of years, so you don't have a contract issue.
Philly, how about you, man? Your deals for all the things you got with Jair, the Carter kid, obviously Jalen Phillips. Give me what you think of all the guys and what they did going into the trading deadline.
I'd say B+, A-. I think that Jalen Phillips is really, really good. Carter, I don't know about. It's like yet to be determined how they're going to use him and what's the plan. And then Jair Alexander, to me, they're just taking a flyer on a guy. We have no idea if this guy even has anything left. So I think a B+, A-. I think they really wanted to get Myles Garrett. I'm a firm believer that they offered up the 3 1s for him. And
okay.
I would have.
You know what bugs me sometimes about Eagle fans with this is that when I throw this out there to people, you just said it. So wait, Howie offered the Cleveland Browns 3 1s for Myles Garrett. What would make people think that someone hasn't offered 2 1s for A.J. Brown and they were calling and the Browns were saying the whole time, we're not trading him. And then the Eagles were saying, we're not trading him. I mean, don't you think, again, I'm not suggesting to you here that the Eagles were shopping him, but there were people calling for him. Do you not agree?
Yeah. No, there was. We've heard reports. But see, to me, the way I look at it is, wow, the Eagles, they value A.J. Brown. He's still a part of this team. They want him a part of this team. That's a good sign. That's a very, very good sign to me going forward. This isn't a T.O. situation. This isn't something where everybody's burnt the bridge. He's still important to them, and they want him on the team. That's how I look at it.
Not the quarterback aside. Couple last one, guys. Not the quarterback aside, Mark. In your opinion, for them to have a good second half of the season here, I'm talking Cowboys here, who's the one player that has to play well and maybe above his pay grade for them to be able to have a shooter's chance, let's just say, at getting 500 or getting above? Who do you think has to be that guy?
Oh, shit. I think I kind of have to. I mean, there's so many guys that we need everybody, first of all, to be honest with you. And it's hard to go ahead and say just one guy. But I'm going to have to say it's actually got to be Tyler Guyton. Our left tackle cannot keep getting beat over and over again. You got to give the quarterback. And you can talk about how bad Dak played. Dak was pressured 19 times on 41 dropbacks. That's tough for anybody to go ahead and evaluate. I challenge to say, how many more passing plays does Jalen Hurts have more than 19 a game? He doesn't. But if we can solidify that left tackle and be able to run the football, that's going to help this offense tremendously. I don't know how much better this defense will be, but it's got to be better than what it was. Just get Sam Williams off the freaking field, and that'll help, as well as Deron Bland. I don't know what's going on with that guy, but the defense will be a little bit better. Maybe they end up dropping 7 points less a game, and that might be enough to go ahead and get some wins. And you never know who might get hurt.
No. The war of attrition in the NFL is still out there. I mean, I heard the Eagles 2 years ago when they were 10-1, everyone telling me they're fucking great and there was a nuclear meltdown. I'm not saying that's happening here with Philly, but we've seen teams. I didn't say that your team's melting down, Philly. I said we've seen other teams too melt down in the second half of the season and go the other way with a key injury. I'm like, it's part of the conversation. Look at Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft is one of the most important players in that Green Bay offense. Okay, you're going to try to tell me that hasn't changed the dynamic of Green Bay on Monday night?
True.
Of course it's changed the dynamic of the team. But that's not an excuse. It's part of the NFL.
Right.
For you, Philly, AJ, Barkley, who do you think has to have who do you think has to play great in the second half of the season? I'll add one more. Jalen Carter, Barkley, or AJ?
I still think Barkley. Because if Barkley's running the way like we seen him last year, I just think that team's very hard to beat, very hard to get off the field, very hard to stop him offensively. It opens up everything else. And Barkley, when he's on, the team's another level. So I would say Saquon. And for Cowboys, I would have to say Dak. Dak has got to be better. He hasn't been good enough to carry that team with that offense that he has around him. All those skilled players, he's just not getting it done.
But, Philly, you got to take in consideration, you and I both know the reason why the Eagles, this is no hate or no bullshit. Without that offensive line and your defensive line last year, you're not winning the Super Bowl. That is the key to everything. If you can get enough pressure on the quarterback, it's going to be hard sledding. And what we've seen, the up and down on this offensive line with so many guys in and out, and our tackle play, both of them were ass on Sunday.
I want to show you something here, though, Mark, that shows you, again, what you're saying about Josh Sweat and how much they miss him. Mm-hmm. When they put Walter Nolan in that game on Monday night, he was a fucking force. But guess who was also all over the field? Was Josh Sweat.
Yeah.
So that's what Philly has missed. Philly's missed that guy next to Carter that helps Carter make that move and be that guy Carter can be. Do you not agree, Philly, that, they both have missed one another, even though Sweat's played pretty well in Arizona? Would you not agree that Jalen Carter misses Josh Sweat this year?
No choice.
And that's why maybe the Jalen Phillips deal was important for Philly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, No, I agree. I totally agree. Of course. I mean, Josh Sweat's having a great year, and of course he's an important piece. He always kills the Cowboys, so they should have known about him anyways. But yeah, no, I agree. And hopefully with the return of Nolan Smith, Brandon Graham added to that, and then now Jalen Phillips, hopefully we'll be able to solve that issue.
Finally, guys, Mark, I mean, you've been on such a roller coaster here. I've got a request by people. How upset are you, like, right now with, is it that people don't understand the Cowboys or people don't understand where they are? What's aggravating you the most? Because people are telling me Mark's blocking people. He can't stand. I know that people get personal.
I know what it is. Here we go.
This is the kind of shit that I get every day. If you were to go through my emails every day, I literally have 49er fans. I got Eagle fans that send me text messages that end up calling. Hell, I found out I got a family member that's here on my wife's side that's in the neighborhood, and he's sitting there trolling me and everything else. And I cussed him out. I said, dude, get the fuck out of here. He said, hey, man, I'm just supporting you. I'm right around the corner from you. And it's like, geez, I literally think there's smoke signals going off right now with somebody trolling me. That's what pisses me off the most. And quite frankly, if you're a Cowboy fan, you should be pissed off that we've got an owner that is so arrogant to think that he can just do this as a part-time job as an 83-year-old man to run the team. And then comes in here after literally Stephen A. Smith had the death kill right there. And he looked at this and said, damn, I can't even do this. Bro, I'm out of here. I just got to leave you alone. It's crazy. Every Cowboy fan should be pissed off.
How do you now,
we all go through troll. I get trolled. Everybody gets trolled.
Philly, how do you?
Yeah, but your team's winning.
Phil,
even when they lose,
don't you feel bad for your guy here?
Oh yeah, I feel so bad. I enjoyed every second. I had Mark on my stream. He was crying. I was laughing my ass off. It was a beautiful thing. Watching Cowboys have to face reality. That they're not the gold standard.
I'm going to give
the greatest thing ever.
The greatest compliment I can ever give people. Mark and Philly.500, you are the Shaq and Barkley okay? You are like Shaq and Barkley. All right? I think deep down you two guys really like one another.
Oh, we love each other. Yeah,
okay?
I love Mark.
I think you two guys really like one another.
Me and Mark are friends, right?
But wait a minute.
We used to be jackass.
But wait a minute.
Yeah, Mark's all pissed because I wrote something in the title. Boo-hoo.
But wait, I think what happens is, I think the Cowboy and Eagle in you, I think it fucks with both of you a little bit. No?
Well, we hate each other's teams. We hate each other.
Well, you know what? We're getting ready for a Super Bowl. And that'll be playing the Eagles. Because, I remember that 1-15 year back when the Commanders were a good team. That was the only victory. And that made that season at least, pliable. If there's somehow, some way we can beat you guys and we end up not making the playoffs, I'm okay with the rest of the season.
That would be Michigan beating Ohio State.
I'll tell you what. Give me the wins in Green Bay and Detroit. I don't give a shit what happened.
Okay.
We're sailing home. We're scot-free, man. We're headed to the number 1 seed. I'm good. I'm good with that.
And
we're going to beat Dallas's ass. It's a Kelly Green game, by the way, for us. So I'm not worried about
You're wearing the Kelly Greens on the road?
In Dallas, yeah. How cool is that going to be?
Oh, my God.
How cool is that going to be?
Body bag game.
Yes, that 11-sack game. Let's throw some snow. Let's the Bounty Bowl. Let's get it going.
Listen,
I got some money throwing some Cowboys. Let's do it.
Father Philly.500. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you, everybody. You all have a wonderful day.
Mark,
go in peace.
I don't think you had I think you've had too much of emotions, like Monday's loss and then the trade, and you look tattered,
hell, bro.
Man.
It's been hell.
You look tattered. I won't lie.
20 years.
No, I'm just old, bro. I'm 60 years old, man. I'm just fucking old.
Okay, so bad.
Tattered, guys.
So bad. Arizona won me some money this week. Won me some money, big money on Arizona.
You guys check out these fabulous guys. I'm telling you, they are on our show here. We had Coach Brown on yesterday. He was a psycho. Okay. Now, you two guys, you guys are the Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal of our program, because I tell you, I love you guys on this show, man. I mean it.
We'll take it.
You're fucking great.
Mark, get that VHS ready, buddy, so you go watch the Super Bowl. Rewind.
VHS. Oh my God.
Time rewind.
Shout out to all the Eagle fans that come out and troll me there.
Hey, guys, I'll see you later, man. Thank you so much.
Peace.
Wow. I got to tell you. Oh, my God. I give Mark Holmes a ton of credit, bro. He's on a seesaw.
Ain't no
He
lie.
is just on a freaking seesaw. Xander, if you want to jump on with us here, man. We got John Morgan at the bottom of the hour here, too. He just sent me a text. John's going to be ready to rock. So I've got to get Big Z's takeaway here on what he just witnessed here. And we'll ask Big Z his questions on day after the trading deadline and everything is settled.
All right, so there we have it. We've done another week of that shit. I pray that the Cowboys can find a way to at least beat the Eagles. If we can beat the Eagles, that will at least make the season work. Mark would know a game manager when he sees it. Man, you Eagle fans, man, y'all are hardcore. Appreciate that, Logan Motorsports. And thank you, Linda, for setting the record straight there. I appreciate it. Yeah. Boy, Xander looks – hold up. Xander looks weird without a hat on. Hang on. Look at this shit. He looks weird without a hat on. Holy shit. All right, I'm out of here. I got to go do some cooking. Got some people that are coming over here that we're going to be working with and things like that. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you